I'm back. My wife rang me, which was very nice. She's at work, but it's nice of her to ring me. Anyway. Where was I? Let's get some people back first. Let's have a chat. What are we chatting about? There we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. A bit better? Sorry about that. My wife rang me. Randomly. She doesn't normally ring me. She works with disabled children, so excuse me. I need to do some work really, don't I? Ah, dear. Hello. How are we? Sorry if you were on a minute ago. I had to cut it short. I did. What are we up to? What am I up to? Oh, less than I should be, really, I think. Christian, hello. How are we? How are you? What have you been doing? Where are you in this world? I'm in England, Derbyshire. Oh dear. How are we? What are we doing today? Sorry, I just had to cut everybody off, cut everybody short a minute ago, because my wife rang. So I've actually managed. Now there's a few of you on. I don't know if there you are. You too, Danny. How are you, ma? All right? What are you up to? Where are you? Oh, I feel a bit manic today. I'm a bit up and down, and yeah, the highs are very high and the lows are very, very low. Swagger ticker cooking. 2025. Hi. Christian, you don't speak English, you're from Italy, Christian. Is that right? Is it really hot in Italy? Oh God, I'd love to be in Italy right now. Well, I say that, the thing is I don't really deal well with heat. I mean, I'm in my little workshop and it is, can you see that? Can you see it? 23.2. John, wait. Where am I? I'm in Derbyshire, in England. If you've got a map of England, bang in the middle, literally. I think the actual centre of the country, because of erosion, it actually moves, but it's in the middle of a farmer's field somewhere about 10 miles from me. Middle of the country, right bang in the middle. Freaking out? Who's freaking out? Silly vest. Hi. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I don't like dentists. Yeah, do you know what, mate? It'll be over before you know it, and if they're injecting you, yeah, it's not nice. Thanks. Marine G. Luke Morrison says hi. Charles Nuts. Silly vest or silly pest? Pest. Good day. Good day to you. Hello. Manish, hello. What are we doing today then, guys? Where have we been? Listen, this is my little workshop slash laboratory. I make lights, I don't make lights, but walking sticks. I do some reviews on tools. People send me some really nice things. I got sent this and some bowls the other day. I make toys, all sorts. Just trying to keep myself busy. I've got epilepsy. My day job is this. This is what I do. I've got epilepsy, you see, and it's not really under control. I have spoke about this a little bit, but I'm happy to speak about it. It's not under control. So I'm not near on unemployable. So I do my best to get up and do this as a job. And then my idea was, if I jump on YouTube as well, because of the mental health side of things, maybe we can all help each other. And it certainly helps me talking to you guys. Did you know the biggest killer in men under 50 in Britain is suicide? That's shocking. Grow some weed. Well, you know, I mean, cannabis does help epilepsy, but I am clean and sober, so 6 years it's been clean and sober. I am half Scottish, actually. My mum was Scottish, from Kirkcaldy. So I'm half Scottish. Interesting fact. I'm not religious. I went to Catholic school as a kid, and it was sort of not well. Yes, I suppose it was forced upon me. I was never asked if I wanted to be Catholic, but each to their own. I mean, when I went to Narcotics Anonymous, they talk about a higher power, but I was thinking my higher power was more my dad looking down on me, if that's the thing. I mean, I would have said I was atheist at one point. I'm probably more an agnostic now, if I'm being totally honest. Hello, John. How are you? The Blobfish, great name, said hi. God bless you too, my friend. Sorry, yes, though, that my day job is this. It is this, and funny enough, I was just talking as my wife called, and I had to sort of put an end to my life for a moment. Somebody emailed me yesterday saying that they'd got a few acres of woodland, and my big plan, my idea is I'd love to get us all together, us guys that can or make things, different things, and do some sort of craft fair. Maybe do a woodland walk or something to start off with. I know that's not going to incorporate everybody, and I haven't got millions and millions of followers, but ultimately my idea behind this channel is I don't get paid or sponsored from it. In fact, it costs me money because I try and make the things that people ask me to make. So even things like this. This is obviously out of rope cable. And I did actually just show this, but I made a noose, and I was thinking if I could do it and put a light bulb on the noose, because I like movie memorabilia, Freddy glove, Negan bat from Walking Dead, the Ouija board from Ouija, all sorts of stuff. Some art with some ashes in, the dead cat ashes in that one. There's some granddad's sawdust that I cut a tree down. Anything and everything. I've got an Etsy shop. But don't go buying anything from Etsy. If you want anything, email me, awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com, and we'll work something out. I'm happy to do swaps as well. If you want to send me something, I'm happy to send you something if you like the look of something or want me to try and make something. Excuse me. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate that. I live in Derbyshire. Burton-on-Trent is probably our biggest. Yes. Yeah, mine is sort of undiagnosed bipolar at the minute. I'm so very high a lot, or very low. I have very little in between, and I do struggle, to be fair. But this helps. Talking to you guys really helps. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm not. I don't feel that I'm artistic. There's lots better people out there. I think I'm okay at quite a lot of things. I'm just not fantastic at a lot of things. I'm okay to admit that, to be fair. No, but you know something? You know something? I actually went straight to the Marines from school, but I had a heart murmur, so that didn't last very long. Near Middlesbrough. That's not too far from me, I don't think. Burton-on-Trent is probably... Derby is our closest city. Grease Monkey. That is why I seen you. Are you ex-military or military? My son actually has just come out of the army. Yeah, he was in the engineers. So yeah, what have I been doing? I'm making. I've just took it outside. I'm gonna do a fire pit table, and I'm gonna make a smoker. So I made a pizza oven out of an old gas bottle, which works really, really well. If anyone wants to see it, I'm happy to go up and. You are ex-military, brilliant. Fair play to you, sir. We owe you a massive debt. Amazing. Oh, very uncertain times, and I'll be honest with you, it's always uncertain times at the minute, isn't it? I practice a lot of stoicism if I can, which is just cutting out noise. Do I get aggressive when I come around after a fit? We got to give him stuff up his nose. Yes, I've had that. And then he sleeps it off. That's very similar. Very similar. I have had, I can't remember what it's called now. Yes, but I have had that. A serious tonic-clonic seizure, and you get the squirt up your nose. No, I don't get violent. I'm very tired, and exactly like you said, I sleep it off. And I can I can lose a day completely, and then my mood goes down, and then I don't want to get out of bed because my mood is shot. And then I think I'm a burden on everybody, and yeah, it's bad. It's not good. So yeah, I was in Herefordshire. Herefordshire, it's not too far away, I don't think. Oh, quit yapping and oil up. That's interesting. So yeah, I'm just around the sides of my house with where my little workshop is, and I need to do some work, I suppose. I'll show you some of the work that I've been doing. Hello again. Hey dog. Duty calls. Thanks man, see you soon. So yes, I make all sorts of bits and pieces. I take requests. So anything that you think that you'd like to make, or you want me to make, log burner is great in the winter. Somebody said, oh, can you make a phone holder, toilet holder? And you know what? I did. So you could put that, it's only out of old scrap decking. Obviously, if I had some better timber, you can make it a bit nicer than that, I'm sure. But crates, phone stands is a good one. It's a nice one to start with. They're so easy, and you can cut them out of literally, that's a little bit of decking. Presto, job done. Same as I've done some phone stand key rings. It would be good to do a craft fair or something alike, I think. You're a carpenter. Day off today. Yeah, keep paperwork down. Yeah, see, I don't like the paperwork side of things, if I'm honest. Where can you purchase? Well, you can either email me at awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com, and we'll do swaps or something like that. Or if you just want to purchase something, I have got an Etsy shop, but please don't pay the full price. I'm happy to sort of promo code out. The Etsy shop was for, how do I put this? Other people, not people that subscribe, not people that are struggling with their mental health, but people that can fucking afford to buy some of the things that are on Etsy that are hideous prices. And I was intrigued to see if our artwork and our projects and our crafts do sell on Etsy the way that people say that they do. And I'll be honest with you, I've sold a bit, but nowhere near what Etsy says that they sell at, if I'm honest. I think people are maybe doing a bit of fibbing. So by all means, email me, awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. We'll do a swap. Let me know, and we can sort something out. And if you want something or something making, let me know. Keychains, email me. Email me. I'm more than happy to send you a keychain. Of course I am. I do quite a lot of giveaways. Where's my walking stick? I make some walking sticks now and again. I made that one for my wife. She liked dragons and stuff like that, so I made this walking stick. And all my sticks are drying outside or by the fire. Nice one, Glizzy. Do I make anything out of red cedar? Yes, if I can get hold of red cedar. It's not the cheapest of timber. A lot of the timber that I get is reclaimed or given to me to make different projects, and I normally end up making different things for different people and having a lot left over, so I do different projects as well. Do I buy walking canes? I make them, and I do buy them now and again. I do, yeah. Danny, have a good one. Have a good one. Hopefully see you soon. And the reason I'm looking behind my camera is because I'm not the best at reading my comments, so there you go. I've got a screen up, projector, there's my hand up, I've got a projector up and there's all your comments. Very clever. Carter from America, yes. Whereabouts in America, my friend? I love that. You know what? It still amazes me that we can stand and chat and talk and make stuff, and people all over the world. I love it. Texas. Wow. God, I'd love to go to Texas. Can you barbecue? I'm thinking about making a smoker. Carter, if you've not subbed, would you sub? And I'm sure, I know, well, I say I know, Texas is renowned for its barbecue, isn't it? And I'm thinking of making a smoker. You right, John? How are we, mate? Yes, yeah, John, you're very similar to me, aren't you? We do it. We speak quite regular, and it does. The coming round and making stuff and doing stuff gives you a little bit of a sense of purpose. It gives me a sense of purpose, and I'm not always brilliant at it, but I put on my successes and my failures. Not everything goes according to plan. Yeah, I'm not. Shipping can be a bit of a pain. Dropped a sub. Thanks, Carter. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm gonna get onto it. It's hot, but I'm gonna do. It's 2 chambers, isn't it? So I'm gonna do a smoker / barbecue. You from New York? Blessed be. From New York. Wow. Five or 6 walking canes. Yes, I mean that was new to me. The walking sticks, the walking canes, but I've quite enjoyed doing them, if I'm honest. Yeah, email me awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. We'll work something out. I like taking swaps. People send me things, and I'm happy to send things out as well. What am I currently working on right now? Great question. So this is going to be a Freddy glove. Obviously one of the fingers is made out of 22mm copper pipe, and the actual claw is made, or knife or finger, whatever you want to say, is actually made from an old handsaw. It's all working, so I need to make another 4 of these and then mount it on a glove and hopefully have a Freddy glove. I mean, I'd love to get it signed obviously by Robert Englund, but we shall see. Oklahoma, wow, it's amazing, man. Tabber thistle. I'm from Houston, Carter. Wow, it's amazing, man. Yeah, so so the number one, the Freddy Claw, the Freddy Glove. I've got the gloves over there. What else am I doing? What else am I making? I want to make a smoker. So I'll take you outside and let you have a look. I did this a minute ago, but I'm sure there's some new people on. So I'll show you my pizza oven that I made. That was an idea from a friend of mine. Obviously you put your coals and bits and pieces, charcoal in there, and then I've got a piece of marble there, and I can make my pizza. I haven't actually made my own pizza from scratch as yet, but I have whacked in a couple of frozen ones and they are brilliant. So I've got some more gas bottles that were given to me. One's there, so I can use it as both. So I can have a barbecue every now and again, and I can have a I can do a smoker as well. So there we go, I'm back. I don't know what's happened there, but I'm off the projector now. Yes, Carter, seriously, you know what? That's exactly how it started, mate. Exactly how it started. Genuinely, I had some scrap wood and I made a bird box, and then I made my little hashtag man, and then I made some phone stands, and then somebody else asked me for a phone stand, and then somebody asked me for something else, and before I knew it, I had a little bit of a purpose back in life, which was great. See, I don't do a lot of carving. I have tried. Where's my little hedgehog? I've got a hedgehog somewhere. I do try. I have got some carving stuff, and I'm not the best whittler in the world, to be honest. With the banks, Charles? Yes, I'm on TikTok and I'm on Instagram actually. Instagram I don't know a lot about, but I am on there, Adam's Woodworking Life. You can email me at awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com if you want to do a swap, and it's a bit more secure, isn't it? So I can pass my address out and we can get stuff swapped and sent. What can I do for you at the cool fast racing channel? What can I do for you, my man? Homestead. Viking wood splitting. Oh, that's interesting. It's a sword. Yeah, sounds right up my street, that does. So, I was talking to a guy, I don't know if you guys were here when I was just mentioning this. Somebody emailed me and said that they've got some woodland, and maybe possible that a few of us can do a woodland walk, or maybe sort out some sort of craft fair. I'd love to do that. Who's this? There's some nice people on, is there really? That's not good. John, would you? Good, because you know what? It would take a few of us, obviously, to get together, and either we can have a breakfast, a cup of coffee, have a walk, find some driftwood, swap some ideas, maybe have a breakfast, talk about a possible craft fair, even if it's sort of a Christmas craft fair. Thanks, Eric. Eric the Great, good luck, thanks. Sorry. Oh, bless you. Oh, Hazel, thank you. Yes, I panicked a little bit. My wife was ringing me through the day, and she works with mentally ill children, and I was a little bit concerned, so hence why I answered it. And I didn't want to answer it. I don't know how it would work, pausing it. So thank you for coming back. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, you follow me on Instagram? Thanks. I don't put as much on Instagram, but it's more secure, isn't it? And like I say, if you drop me an email, I can email you back as well, and then we'll have a record of our correspondence, which is good because I'm not saying I get emailed loads and loads, but quite, you know, every now and again I get a few. Knots and burrs, knots and burrs. Yes, the camp out thing. That was my next thing. That if we did maybe a craft fair type thing, maybe do a camp out for that reason, because obviously some of us will be travelling. So maybe a camp out, we can set our stalls out with the things that we make, our crafts, our walking sticks, our fire pits, whatever we make, and sell to the general public, but also maybe camp out as well and have a bit of a laugh and a joke, and why not, you know, and a bit of a chat. Like I say, I've said this a few times, the biggest killer in men under 50 is suicide. And I've been in that dark hole, and I've attempted it a couple of times, and it's a terrible place to be. So if you're struggling, reach out. We are here, we are talking, and you guys really help me. What paints do you like the most? Paint. Hang on a second. Right, paint. I just use a cheap. Is it acrylic? I don't really know. Oh, anyway, it's this one. I use this one, and I find it okay. It's not too runny. It's not too stodgy. And I know you can break it down with water. This one. So again, I'm not the best artist in the world. Art with Hazel, I'm sure you are way better. And I'll tell you now that the whole painting with ashes, pet ashes or whatever, would be a nice little start-up for somebody. I think it would do quite well, if I'm honest, because they're one of a kind, aren't they? Is it Art with Hazel? No, I mean, no, it is probably the best way of just saying it. I did mention this. All I did here was, this has got bits of Grandad's sawdust in it. I just basically drip painted. Same, this has got bits of my wife's dead cat in it, and it's just basically drip art. Jackson Pollock, eat your heart out. So an artist like yourself would do a much better job, I'm sure, but a few people have asked about them because again, they're a one-off, and it's, you know, you can put them up and remember your dead cat or your dog or whoever. Do you know what? And again, yes, I mean, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll write my email address down. So you can email me, because if anything like that happens, I'd love to do it. I'd love to do a painting or a drip painting for somebody, and it gives me a purpose. So let me know if there's anything I can do for anyone. Drip art is nice, but I think I didn't realise, I'll say how hard it is, but how appealing you can make it. Does that make sense? Different colours, and I think you can use too many. I watched the guy. Did anyone watch the guy where he got the bucket and he sort of swings the bucket and it does all the patterns over the big canvases? Amazing. Love all that. Are you struggling with my accent? What is my greatest goal? Sorry, I'll slow down a bit. I get a bit manic as well because, like I say, it's my tablets and stuff. So, what is my greatest achievement? My kids. I'm very, very lucky to have the kids that I've got. Right. So my email is awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com, and I promise you I'll get back to you. I normally do the emails sort of later on at night, and people send me the projects that they've done, or if they ask me if they want something, and we can do a swap, or we'll do something like that. But yeah, by all means, please email me. Or if you're struggling, if you're really struggling, reach out. We'll have a chat. Rant at me, shout at me. I'm okay with that. Can you make one of my logo? It's an acronym. by all means, email me. Bonjour. How are you feeling? That's nice to ask. Nice thing to ask, isn't it? I'm feeling okay. Yes, kids. Yeah. I'm feeling okay. I get low and then I get high and then I get low, and it's that horrible pattern. And I'm actually on the way up to manic again, and I know I piss everybody off when I'm manic because I'm erratic all over the place. So this place keeps me a little bit grounded. I try and get into a what's the word? Project, I suppose. I get engrossed in a project which helps me focus a little bit more. I'm a music producer. Send me 100 beats to use for your videos. I don't even know what that means. Email me. Honestly, I'm open to everything and anything. Yeah, bipolar depression. Yes, this is exactly what I've got. And getting the not even for me. The diagnosis of bipolar is such a difficult one. It was my wife that said, look, to help me, we need to go to the doctor and be honest, and that's what I've done. And they've put me on this path to find out if the bipolar meds will help. So hopefully they will. Just learn how to embrace them. Yes, love yourself. That's exactly right. Yeah, I am a different person to what I was when I was taking drugs and I was an alcoholic and everything else. I was a wreck and I wasn't a very nice person with it. That's the truth. Now I don't take myself too seriously, and I'm humbled by how nice you guys are. I come round and I'm looking forward to talking to you. It's great. We've got a lovely community. Things are growing as well, where we can maybe do some woodland walks, like I say, maybe look at a craft fair, and get together a little bit. It'd be nice, it'd be good. I mean, I don't go out of the house very often, if I'm honest. Yeah, I drank every day, exactly the same, and it was getting earlier and earlier. And yeah, how did I quit? Right, well, the drinking, I stopped everything. Drink, drugs, everything. Boom. Not because I'm awesome, but because I died and I had no choice. If I was to carry on, that would have been me. My mum died an alcoholic. So it got to the point where I had no choice, I had to stop. But then 6 months later, I thought to myself, well, can I drink? So I said to my wife, look, I want to try. I want to have a beer. I want to be like everyone else. I want to sit outside a pub and have a beer. I want to have a glass of champagne at my son's 18th. You know, I just want to be normal. And I did. I had a drink and I was okay. But it started creeping up more and more and more and more. For me, I don't drink. I can drink. I choose not to. I feel it easier in my head that way. It's hard. It's very, very hard, and it's breaking that routine. Once you broke the routine, it's not as difficult. But every day, take one day at a time, literally, and sometimes take 1 hour at a time. If you're really, really struggling, set yourself an hour, go for a walk, come back, and hopefully you'll feel a little bit better. Or reach out, and I'll help as best I can. I mean, I'm not a professional when it comes to that, but talking, I think, is a big part of it. Art with Hazel. Hi, hi, hi. I appreciate that. It's nice. It's good. Thank you. Yeah, breaking the habits, it's difficult. It's difficult. I mean, I don't even smoke anymore. I don't even vape anymore. How did I get into woodworking, and how did I know it was my thing? Dorin DV. Well, my dad was a builder, so I sort of went helping him when I was younger, digging holes, mixing sand and cement and everything else. Then I worked on site with my dad. I don't really know. I think I was just pulled towards working with wood, and then I got a job at the Wood Post with a friend of mine, Wayne, and we worked there for years, and we made sheds and playhouses, and I think that stuck. I think I liked, yeah, I think that's where the love of wood, I fell in love with wood then, and what you can do with it, and the things, yeah, that you can make with it. The art, it's beautiful. I love wood, all wood. French name, is it? Sorry, it's not you, it's me. I won't use the dyslexic thing. I am dyslexic, but it's just I'm a bit thick, I think. I used the dyslexia at school because it wasn't really a thing. It was just coming out when I was at school in the 90s, early 90s. And the teachers couldn't work out why I was putting numbers in words, and it was just, I'm just terrible. When I found out that I was never going to get any better, and I look at a page of Word and it just all looks all jumbled up, I stopped trying, I think, and I used it as a bit of an excuse not to do anything at school. So I could have done better. I know I could have done better, I just didn't. And it limits you then, doesn't it, you know, to what you do in life? Yes, thanks, Dorin. Dorin, have I got that right? Thank you for subbing. And yes, you're absolutely right. Finding something to focus on. And you know what? What I've found when I've spoken to you, I mean, there's 20 odd people, it's great. Speaking to you 20 odd people, finding something. I mean, I had an old knife. My dad gave me an old knife. I mean, he died now. He died now, he's dead. And he gave me this old knife, and I've never polished a knife up, I've never done anything like that, but I took some, you see that? Yeah, I took some advice from some of you guys, and I cleaned it up with some wire wool and some paste, and look at how it came up. I need to make a better handle for it, but it's nice now because that was my dad's and it was just thrown in a toolbox. So little things like that, and it's good for, I wanted it for Woodland, and it's sharp as a razor. Yeah, yes, made a knife, yeah, and again it was for Woodland, it's so I can carve things, and it means more because it was my dad's knife. And look at how it's come up like a mirror. Look at that, and that was using wire wool. Who'd have thought it? Daily verse, is this from the Bible? John 3:17. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. It's a nice verse. It is very sharp, that knife. It's a nice verse. Again, I'm not religious, but I respect religion. Is that a thing? Is that a way? I do respect everybody's choices. I think churches and chapels are beautiful, and it's definitely our heritage. But I'm not religious as it goes. My biggest regret in life? God, that's a great question, isn't it? Thank you, Randy. And I'm not the best reader in the world, and I thank you for sending that. Thank you for taking the time to write it out. I appreciate it. And yeah, if it sends you peace, and it's definitely not a bad thing, is it? My biggest regret in life. Oh, blimey. I have a lot of regrets. I'll tell you one. This is a strange one. So me and my dad died about 11 years ago. He was 59. We got on really well. We worked together. We never always had a great relationship, but he was a great man, and we had a good relationship. At the end, he was, like I say, 59, no health issues that we knew of. And he had been asking me for weeks to refelt his shed because he had a knackered knee. He was a coal miner and his knees were knackered, and he said to me, would you mind coming round and refelting my shed, please, because my knees are tired. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it next weekend. Next weekend it rolled round. Do it next weekend. Dad, I promise you, next weekend. Next weekend rolled around. I was busy again. Do it next weekend. Anyway, long story short, my dad passed away at work. He had a massive heart attack. And it broke me, of course it did, and I was gutted. It was a shock. But then my mum was an alcoholic. She then passed away a year later. But I needed to be there for my mum for support. So I went in the shed to start clearing stuff, and there was that roll of felt that my dad had asked of me to refelt his shed. And it was there in the middle of the shed, and it broke me. I think I practice stoicism now. I think not spending as much time as I could with my parents is probably one of my biggest regrets, I think. What is the coolest piece of art you've made? Oh, my battery's getting low. What is the coolest bit of art? What is the coolest bit of art? Let me plug my camera in. Now, art is subjective, isn't it, I suppose? Do we class... I mean... I can turn you around. I mean, I've done all sorts of different things. Clocks. I'm not great at painting or drawing, not particularly. Art. I suppose my driftwood lamps. Does anyone want to see my driftwood lamps? I mean, sounds boring, doesn't it? Not at all. Yeah, no, I don't mind talking about anything. I genuinely don't either. It's okay. It's any questions are not off the table. But people get too upset, don't they? I asked a guy on TikTok once. He said that he'd given all his money away to, I don't know, women in gifts. I have no idea. And I said, oh my God. I said, you know, he was sort of begging for money for people to gift him and stuff. So I asked him a question, and I wasn't being horrible. I just said, oh, are you actually making money from this? And he called me a wanker and blocked me. Random. Okay, so let's. I'll take you in. Take you in the house, and I'll show you how. Yeah, I suppose it was definitely how it sort of started. So I'm in my house. Let's pull that. Okay, there's one of my driftwood lamps there. See what I mean about the rope light wrapped around? And this was just a branch that fell off a tree that I cleaned up. I use like a pesticide to kill off any bugs, but I like the rot and then obviously that it's dried, cured and lacquered. Another one over here, smaller one. Let's turn it on. There you go. And that's that one. Playboy the Creator. So yeah, there's my lamps, and that's what they're ever so easy as well, Hazel. They really, really are. The actual making of the bulb is easy. It's 3 wires, you know. So, and I have done a bit of a tutorial on it. So yeah, and you know what? The movie prop. This is my Negan bat. There's my Negan bat. So I've got LEDs around the back of it, and obviously a light bar at the bottom for that. Dead easy. I bought the bat. It was £2 from Car Boot, and I painted it obviously red, and so it looked like blood. And you can get a bit closer. And barbed wire. My wife loves all the skulls and stuff. And yeah, that's what. And that's the smaller one, but they do sell quite well. And I'll show you. I love my toys and my collections. There we go. There's my pops. Love my pops. And I'll turn it. There we go. I've got all different toys and comics, and I'm just a child. I'm just a child at heart. I think I've never really grown up. I don't think. I suppose I better turn these lights off, and my wife will tell me off. Thanks, Hazel. Email me. Like I say, we can do a swap, and if you struggle, if you want to make something or look at doing something, I'm always happy to help. Always gives me a purpose, to be fair. Excuse the way I'm holding my phone. And there we go. Back in my little hobbit workshop. Oh, right, yeah, so you've seen that, didn't you, Big Fudge? Why unbox them? I kind of regret it. I suppose back in the day when I first started with them, I was a little bit arrogant of the fact that one day they would probably be worth money, and I wanted to get them out and see them for all they were worth. And I now, if I get any, I don't unbox them. However, I've unboxed quite a lot, so yes. Yeah, I never grow up. Yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, do I work a regular job? Good comment. No, I don't, because, I mean, I did. I worked for the council, but because of my epilepsy, I really struggle. And not because I don't want to. I class this as my job. I come out in the morning, I get going, I make my projects. YouTube and here is my job, and I'm hoping to one day be able to make that pay. I hope. But my main goal is the mental health side of things, that we can all be okay. And oh, don't worry about the people that that talk a bit daft. It doesn't bother me. It's okay. It's fine. You get it, and it's a bit of a shame, but ultimately I'm thick-skinned. It doesn't offend me. It doesn't offend me. It really doesn't. I watch a few people on lives and things, and I always wondered how they coped with any trolls or anything like that. But I've had 99% positivity, and that's amazing for me, genuinely. Sit down and shut up. Great name. Sorry, mate. Grow up, dude. I know. I should. Sit down, shut up. Doing a great job with thumbs up. Thanks. You know, it feels like I'm fishing for compliments when I come on. It does, genuinely, and yet it's you guys that make the channel. It really is. Without you guys, that we would have nothing. And like I say, one day my dream is that we can meet up and we can have, like say, a breakfast, woodland walks. A craft fair would be great, and that's where you'd sell most of your projects, I think. Lou morning. What are we doing today, friends? Oh yeah, the people spamming, I know. Greetings from Ireland, Michael Ryan. Love Ireland, love Ireland. Sup bro, you got a cool looking man cave, and that's more, yes, it's more what it is. It's a workshop slash man cave. Behind me I've just set up a projector, cheap projector off Amazon. It's up here. I was actually trying to get it on so I could read comments whilst I'm working. I will have a play with that when I come off live again today. My idea is to try and grow the channel as best I can, and then we can have meetups and we can have craft fairs and we can swap stuff. If you want to swap anything, or you want to tell me or any ideas to make anything, email me, woodworkinglife@hotmail.com. I believe there is a link in my bio on YouTube. My wife helped me do it. Lou morning. I hope my boyfriend gets the man cave. Do you know what? That's exactly it is. It is exactly what it is. It's a man cave with my tools and my, I say weapons, not weapons. I actually bought this right off Amazon the other day. I'm in England, remember? And I've just dropped something. I'm in England, remember? So, this was a shock that it was on Amazon. Look at that. It's a meat tenderizer. Just saying. Random. I just like weird things. How much your drill, Cal? How much your drill? Do you know? Meat tenderizer. I know. I'll put a link if you want. I did actually do a short on it. So if you go on my channel and put in meat tenderizer, it'll come up. It was about, I think it was about £8. I don't even know if it was £8. I use Bosch stuff, but because when I worked on site, they were good, and obviously when you use battery tools, you obviously keep the same because of the batteries. So would I continue buying Bosch now? Yeah, they're tried and tested for me, and they're years old. My tools are years old and they're still going strong. So Charles, have you done any hair or dry shields? No, but I looked into shields, you know. I'm going to write that down because somebody said about shields and I did look. I also like the idea of maybe doing you know, something like a big project, like a full-size electric chair or a full-size gallows, or some sort of movie props. So if anybody's a movie buff, or if you maybe make movies, maybe you do props. I'd love to be commissioned to make something big and spectacular, you know. There, meat tender, right, all day long. Yeah, you like that, don't you? I did as well. Of course, yes, Lou. Yeah, I can show you some of the stuff that I do, of course. Thank you for asking. So, this is what you can't see in a minute. That's a clock. I bought a load of clock mechanisms off Amazon. I think I get 10 for about 12 quid. My little hashtag man. Yeah, I call him the Hallelujah hashtag man. He can put a pencil in his mouth as well, so he holds a pencil for me. This is some of the stuff that I make and put on Etsy. There's my hashtag, different phone stands. There's a toilet roll holder with a phone stand on it. Someone asked me to make that. Another phone stand out of natural logs. What else we got? Ouija board. I showed you my driftwood lamps, mirror, bird boxes, made pizza oven, made my log burner, all sorts of stuff. I like a challenge. I do like a challenge. Of course you can have a shout out, Grant. Is it Grant Holtz? Thank you for being on. You're getting eaten alive today. Dazgi by Moz's. Ooh, God. Any money in Etsy, Adam? Great question. Great question. Thank you for asking that. No. I still don't understand how I go on Etsy and I see some people's work and they say they've sold thousands of them. How does anybody sell thousands of doorstops on Etsy? I looked and I did a bit of an Etsy project as far as if I make a shop, put them on for maximum amount of money to see if they sell. The answer is not really. I think if you find a niche, find something you're good at, be it the bird boxes or doorstops or whatever, I think craft fair is probably better. Itching to work big. Yeah, I would. Hey, 29 likes. Oh yeah, I have. Thanks, guys. That's amazing. I really appreciate it. I do, honestly, I really do. I'd love to have a shield with my family's crest on it. Email me, awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. I'm up for a project. I'm up for making a project. A rocking chair. I have considered making a rocking chair. I really have. I did have a stint of making some furniture, so a rocking chair would be something I'd love to look at. Am I an engineer? Grant Holes 31. Are you an engineer? No, I'm not an engineer. There are much smarter people than me. I basically make it up as I go along, or I do a lot of research on YouTube. Moz's, yeah. Ugh. I get eaten to bits as well. If I get bit once, I'm okay. All the time I've not been bit once. If I get bit again, if I get bit once, I get eaten. Don't know if that's a thing, but it's true. You right, Charles? Thanks. Thank you. Logan, hi. How are you? What are you doing? Where are you? Keeping well, I hope. What temperature are we at the minute? 22.3 around here. So yeah, if anybody wants anything, or they want me to make something, or they want to look at something, email me, awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. Next time I go live, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do what I did yesterday. I can't promise it'll be really, really early, depending on what I've got on in the morning, because I think I'm going round a friend's house and he's giving me some soil. The soil he's giving me is to put in my borders at home, because I've just made some new borders with some lights in. So I think I've got to go there and bag up some soil. But I'll go live again. I like going live and I like talking to you guys. Thanks, John, and I'll catch you soon, yeah? Email me, and thanks for your support, as always. John's amazing. He's very understanding, and look, we all need to talk a little bit more, and we all need to chat and maybe have a rant, and yeah, I do appreciate it. Hello, sir, and your wife. Is it Cheryl Wise? My wife's at work at the moment, but she does she'll catch up a little bit later on, I'm sure. Where are you today? What are you doing? Vesper said hi. Nice one, John. Catch you soon. I'm off as well, to be perfectly honest. I better do something. I've been saying for ages now I'm doing a smoker, so I'm going to get my arse outside and maybe do a smoker. I hope you're all well. Thank you, all of you. Please click and subscribe so we can stay in touch. Yes, Lou. See you soon. Yeah. Hey, but let's hope we make money together, and I mean that genuinely. Let's see each other again. We'll speak again. I'll go live again tomorrow. Click and subscribe. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for all your comments. It really, really helps me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, all of you. And guess what? I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow, and then we'll go for a walk or something. Thank you, Dasgy. Appreciate it, Charles. Thank you. Yeah, me too. So glad you're on. Thank guys. Honestly, make me all emotional. It's great. It's great. I love this group. I love the fact that we talk. I do. You just sent me some pics, brill. awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. awoodworkinglife@hotmail.com. Email me. I promise you I'll email you back, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Look out for me. Let me know. Yeah. Hope to chat more. Me too. Knots and Burls, is it? Yes. God bless. You too, Cheryl. Thank you.